So what is happening in the emerging market economies? Emerging market economies, despite the pressures, of course, because we see linkages with the advanced economies, despite those pressures, I think the emerging market economies are doing much better. We can see this, I think, from their robust growth still that we see in China, still growing in the range of about 8%. A number of other countries, India, Brazil, are also growing. We see a bit of a slowdown in South Africa. But overall, growth in a number of these countries remain robust. Now, having given that picture of the global economy, of the international picture, how is that translating to the domestic economy? Despite the downside risk and the uncertainty that we see in the global economy, domestic growth relatively remains strong. The committee is projecting growth for 2013 to hover around 4.4%, from slightly lower from 4.6% realized in 2012. What is going to drive this growth? We see that this growth is going to be underpinned by the secondary industry, manufacturing, but particularly the construction sector is going to be buoyant and is going to contribute to this growth. There will be a bit of primary industry will still grow like last year, but albeit slower than the strong growth that we have experienced in 2012. What is happening on the inflation front? We have seen that average inflation for the year 2012 it stands at around 6.5%. January 2013, inflation increased slightly to 6.6%. So what is driving this inflation? I think food prices are still playing a role, but then again, there was also an element of administered prices in the form of education. I think that kicks in. But overall, as we see that the inflation for the remainder of the period or for the remainder of the year, it will still remain within tolerable levels. So as a monetary policy committee, there is no really a cause of concern on the inflation front.